Welcome back to Healthy Habit Hacks. Today, we're delving into an important topic of tips for managing metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome is a serious and prevalent condition that affects millions around the globe. Yet it often goes unnoticed until it's too late. This health issue is a silent threat, lurking in the shadows of our daily lives and is influenced by a combination of lifestyle and genetic factors. Poor diet, lack of exercise, and a family history of metabolic disorders are just the tip of the iceberg. In the next few minutes, we'll unravel the complexities of this syndrome, its causes, effects on health, and associated risk factors. We aim to demystify metabolic syndrome and provide practical tips to reduce your chances of developing it. We'll also hear from nutritionist Dr. Sheila Dean on the implications of this syndrome. So stay with us as we unpack this complex health issue. So, what exactly is metabolic syndrome? Well, to break it down in simple terms, metabolic syndrome is not a disease in itself. Rather, it's a cluster of conditions that, when they occur together, can significantly increase your risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. These conditions include increased blood pressure, high blood sugar levels, excess body fat around the waist, and abnormal cholesterol or triglyceride levels. Think of them as a group of troublemakers that, on their own, may not cause much of a problem. But when they come together, they can wreak havoc on your body, setting the stage for serious health problems. Now, you might be wondering how metabolic syndrome is diagnosed. The answer lies in the Adult Treatment Panel 3, or ATP3 criteria. According to this, to be diagnosed with metabolic syndrome, you must have at least 3 of the 5 specified risk factors. These include a large waistline, a high triglyceride level, a low HDL cholesterol level, high blood pressure, and high fasting blood sugar. Let's take a closer look at these. A large waistline, or abdominal obesity, is a clear sign of excess fat in the area of the body, which is a greater risk factor for heart disease than fat in other parts of the body. High triglyceride levels and low HDL cholesterol level contribute to the buildup of plaques in your artery walls, increasing your heart disease risk. High blood pressure can damage your heart and lead to plaque buildup as well. Lastly, a high fasting blood sugar level can indicate early diabetes. But why does all this matter? Because understanding metabolic syndrome is the first step towards prevention and management. It's about recognizing that these conditions don't just exist in isolation. They're interconnected, and they can have a combined detrimental effect on your health. Now that we understand what metabolic syndrome is, let's explore its causes. Metabolic syndrome doesn't just happen overnight. There are several contributing factors. It's a complex interplay of lifestyle choices, genetic predispositions, and biochemical alterations in our bodies. Let's break it down. Firstly, lifestyle. Our modern fast-paced world often leads us to make choices that are less than ideal for our health. A poor diet, for instance, is a significant contributor to metabolic syndrome. Consuming foods high in unhealthy fats and sugars and low in nutrients can lead to weight gain and insulin resistance. This, in turn, increases the risk of developing metabolic syndrome. Add to that a sedentary lifestyle with minimal physical activity, and the risk escalates significantly. Now let's talk genetics. A family history of metabolic disorders can predispose individuals to metabolic syndrome. If your parents or siblings have had issues with insulin resistance, obesity, or heart disease, you may be at a higher risk. Beyond lifestyle and genetics, there are biochemical alterations that occur within our bodies, often unnoticed until it's too late. This is where insulin comes into the picture. Insulin, a hormone produced by the pancreas, plays a crucial role in regulating our blood sugar levels. However, in individuals with metabolic syndrome, the body's response to insulin is impaired, leading to higher levels of insulin in the blood. This insulin resistance doesn't just affect blood sugar levels. It also has an impact on sex hormones. High insulin levels can lead to an increase in the production of androgens, or male hormones, in women, and a decrease in the production of androgens in men. This hormonal imbalance can lead to a host of other health issues, including fertility problems. So, you see, metabolic syndrome isn't a singular condition. It's a cluster of interconnected issues stemming from poor lifestyle choices, genetic risks, and hormonal imbalances. Understanding these causes and risk factors helps us know how to prevent and manage metabolic syndrome. Living with metabolic syndrome can have serious effects on your health. This condition, often silent and insidious, starts with subtle biochemical alterations within our bodies. These changes, though often unnoticed, are the starting point on the continuum of pathology that leads to more visible and concerning health issues. In the early stages, these biochemical alterations can trigger changes in our body's normal functioning. For instance, the role of insulin, a hormone vital for regulating blood sugar levels, becomes compromised. This can lead to insulin resistance, a key player in metabolic syndrome. This condition not only impacts our body's ability to use sugar effectively, but also influences sex hormone levels, creating a ripple effect on our overall health. As metabolic syndrome progresses, it presents itself in more noticeable ways. These subclinical manifestations include symptoms such as increased thirst and hunger, frequent urination, fatigue, and blurred vision. These signs may seem ordinary, but they could be the body's way of signaling that something is not right. If left unmanaged, metabolic syndrome can pave the way for more severe health conditions. It increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes, conditions that can significantly impact the quality and length of life. It's a silent alarm, a ticking time bomb that could escalate if not diffused in time. But here's the thing. Metabolic syndrome doesn't have to be a life sentence. Its progression can be halted and in some cases even reversed. The key is early detection and proactive management. It's about taking charge of our health, making conscious decisions that favor our well-being over convenience or temporary pleasure. The long-term health risks of metabolic syndrome are real and serious, but the power to change the course of this condition lies within us. It's a battle that can be won, a journey that can lead to a healthier, more fulfilling life. But don't worry, there are ways to manage metabolic syndrome. It starts with understanding the condition, recognizing the risks, and taking action. And that's what we're going to explore next. Dr. Sheila Dean, a nutritionist, has some insights on managing metabolic syndrome. Metabolic syndrome can seem like a daunting condition to tackle, but it's important to remember that there are practical steps you can take to manage it. Dr. Sheila Dean, a seasoned nutritionist, emphasizes the role of lifestyle changes in this battle. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, stress management, and good sleep hygiene are the cornerstones of a healthy lifestyle. These are not just words, they are powerful tools to help your body fight against metabolic syndrome. For instance, incorporating more fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains into your diet can make a world of difference. Similarly, aiming for at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity exercise most days of the week can greatly improve your overall health. The importance of proper management shouldn't be underestimated. Regular checkups with your healthcare provider, timely medication, and keeping track of your health parameters are all vital. Remember, early detection and intervention can prevent the progression of metabolic syndrome. Dr. Dean also stresses the significance of nutrition education. It's not just about knowing what to eat, but understanding why you're eating it. This knowledge can empower you to make informed decisions about your diet, which in turn can help manage metabolic syndrome. But here's a catch. There's a conflict of interest that exists between good medicine and business in healthcare. The pharmaceutical industry, with its profit-driven motives, might not always prioritize patient education and lifestyle modifications. That's why it's crucial to take charge of your health and seek out reliable information sources. In conclusion, managing metabolic syndrome is not just about treating the symptoms. It's about addressing the root cause. It's about making sustainable lifestyle changes, staying educated about your health, and navigating the healthcare industry smartly. Remember, managing metabolic syndrome starts with you. So, equip yourself with the right knowledge, make healthy choices, and take one step at a time towards a healthier future. So there you have it, a comprehensive look at metabolic syndrome. We've explored how this condition affects millions worldwide, many of whom may not even realize they have it. We've delved into the lifestyle and genetic factors that can increase risk, including poor diet, lack of exercise, and family history. We've also decoded the complex ATP3 criteria used for diagnosis, underscoring the importance of waist circumference measurements. We've journeyed through the continuum of pathology, from biochemical alterations to subclinical manifestations, and highlighted the role of insulin and its impact on sex hormone levels. We've offered practical tips to reduce your chances of developing metabolic syndrome, featuring insight from nutritionist Dr. Sheila Dean. And we've emphasized the necessity of nutrition education for future medical professionals and the ongoing conflict between good medicine and business in healthcare. That's all for today's video. If you found this information helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more health tips and updates. Hit the subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.